did. But
He
he has
knows
to
when
deal
not to
with.
invite you.
I don't want to be the dad.
Oh, call that son of a bitch. Rip him a new one.
What's up, everybody? This is Jason from All Out Adventures, and this is the All Out Boys podcast. On my left, I have Trevor, and on my right, I have my little brother, Scott. This is a podcast about guys type of stuff. We talk about hunting, fishing, airsoft. It's pretty seasonal. A lot about our Texas ranch, stuff like that. If any of that stuff interests you, please stay tuned, and we'll try to entertain you, give you some information. It's a lot of harassing going on already today.
You?
Are you not entertained? No, a lot of harassing and sarcasm. If you like that, there's plenty of that on this
Very much so.
on this podcast. So anyway, first thing I want to talk about is, did you guys know that Josh is in the hospital?
Huh?
Crickets. So
Wait, what?
How come nobody tells us anything? How would we know if it didn't hit the group
Because
chat?
you're not in the know, apparently. No.
He's in Texas. What do you
He
mean
is
he's
in
the
Texas.
hospital?
He's in Texas with his mom, my wife, and he jabbed himself with a screw or the screw bit like a week ago in the finger.
Okay.
It was
Oh,
kind of
not in Texas.
not in Texas, like a week ago before Texas.
I just want to make sure for
Not in
insurance
Texas.
purposes.
Insurance purposes. It's not on
Workman's
it's
comp.
not on All Out Adventures. Not like it would do any difference.
It wouldn't matter.
We all just have to chip in.
Hey, how much is it?
All right. Well,
Throw your cards in.
How much pennies you got? The Josh
But
fund.
Anyway, so he jabbed his finger with a screw or something, and he said like, "Oh, it kind of sucked, but you know, whatever." So anyway, drives to Texas, guides a whole weekend, and then does all a bunch of chores, cleaning pigs,
I
all
saw
this
him
kind of
doing
stuff.
chores all day yesterday.
And he said it was sealed, like it was pretty much sealed up, and he wore rubber gloves and all that. But anyway, apparently yesterday it started like swelling more, and then getting a big red circle around it.
Nice infection.
So Abby said it wasn't hot, but it was getting red. So they did go into the ER, and they're like, "Oh crap, dude! Like you have a massive infection, looking at it as like white blood cell count or some crap." So they gave him antibiotics, and then they were so worried that they sent him to a bigger hospital in Denton, Texas, which was
And
hour
then-
and 45, 2 hours away from Wichita, because there was a hand surgeon there in case they needed to go in and do something else. But they had to lance
What?
that sucker open and clean it all out. And apparently,
That's some painful.
I could be wrong,
painful.
but I think so. They started this last night
Mm-hmm.
at like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and he's still in the hospital now. And he's on his like fifth freaking
Run of antibiotic?
IV antibiotics over a puncture hole in your finger.
Dude, of all the things.
Of all this stuff. Like,
what? Every one of us have cut ourselves down there, busted ourselves open, hands and guts.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
And you never think about it. We come home, we're like, oh, I probably should have dealt with that, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
And he gets himself with a screw gun up here.
Yeah.
So he's been talking about that 2 weeks ago.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Because
like a week ago. But.
We were at doing the siding, and we were driving to Elbert, and he's like, "Man, my finger's killing me." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Oh, I cut it or hit it or whatever he said." And he's like, "Yeah, it's been like." He's like, does it look bigger?" And I was like, it looks a little swollen, but whatever.
It's a finger.
It's a finger. you could lose a couple if you need
They
to.
give you 10.
Yeah.
They almost had to.
And
He
I was
almost had to
like-
lose one.
Really?
And
They thought about cutting it off?
No, they were. I mean, he was by a surgeon. Like they had to make sure the surgeon was available for whatever. I don't know. I don't know if they were talking about amputation
finger?
or not. But
It's his pointer finger.
Well, that's a tough one to
yeah, I
lose.
think on his left
Yeah,
hand.
Well,
yeah,
at least it's
on
left
his-
hand for
Yeah,
him.
I think I
left
got a
hand.
picture of it. But
His
yeah,
trigger hand is bad.
Because he was telling me about it, and I was like, "Huh, that's odd." And he goes, "Yeah, it's not going away. Like it's sore to the touch."
sorry. Picture of.
Yeah. I can't see very well.
Josh in the hospital.
I was trying to focus.
Huh?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know. That's
Send
a
that
little
to me
fuzzy.
and I'll put it in the Discord for Matt to
Oh, yeah.
overlay.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's weird. Just 'cause, I mean,
know.
we've done so much worse to
that's-
ourselves so many times.
And I'm like, what even prompted you to go? Because I've done that.
Oh, and it's gotten
50
swollen
times,
and red.
you know, and
It's
you're like,
cut it open.
It'll eventually. You're
Yes.
squeezing it.
Yes, I've used a
Milking
box
it?
knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you open a box knife up and just fillet it a little tiny bit and squeeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peel off the scab and like, mess
Yeah.
with it. And like, I don't know. I'm like, what even made you think to like, hey,
Maybe I should
better
go in.
I better go to the ER with this little tiny.
Probably his mom, who's
Probably.
the only smart one in the bunch.
Yeah, I was gonna say because if it was
Abs
any
was
of
like-
us together, we
No,
would be
we'd
like,
be
"Dude,
like,
you're
shut
fine.
up, we're going home."
You're fine.
He's lucky it wasn't him and Scott. Because Scott,
Yes.
that was go home time. Scott would have been like, too bad.
Too bad.
We
Let's
can get
go
it done in
home.
Denver.
Yeah, we can get it done in Colorado. That's
Oh,
crazy.
man,
I
that's
had,
terrible.
Yeah.
which is wild because
Over a finger. Just
just-
a little puncture hole. We've done
Bastard.
so much worse. Anyway, it's
Dude, like, you get hit with the mesquite down there. Like, I got hit in the wrist, and my wrist was swollen for like
yeah.
a week. And you would think that, like, that is something that you had to worry about. And I was like, just got to drain it.
I mean, I've even while cutting pigs,
Yeah.
and I've nicked
Cross-contaminated
I've nicked
yourself,
yeah, oh
yeah.
yeah, I've going really fast, and I've nicked myself. And I'm like, ooh. I'm like, that's a good one. Whatever. And I get my finger right. Yeah, I do this and spit out.
The
and
sunken spit?
Yeah, wipe it on your jeans, and
Yeah.
they're dusty and dirty and bloody, and then you're right back in there, and nothing. And for that to be,
I know, to cause such a ruckus.
God dang,
And like
I had
5
no
things
idea.
of antibiotics. Like, holy heck. Like,
That's a lot.
Yeah.
that seems like a lot. I don't know. Maybe
I
it's
haven't taken
4.
5 antibiotic pills this year.
But anyway.
Dang,
Oh,
poor
man.
Josh.
Oh, poor Josh.
So
That
he was all
sucks.
bummed. He's like, "Oh, you guys, if I'm still in the hospital, you should like FaceTime or something like that." I was like, "No, dude, y'all hooked up to hoses."
FaceTime me while you're podcasting.
He's like,
Is he? Are they giving him pain meds?
I don't know.
I mean, that's the only reason it'd be worth FaceTime.
And with how much he's got, I said, "Man, tell him to all put it in a 5-gallon bucket. You know,
Yeah.
that way you can carry it around and get the heck out of there."
Put it in a drip line and just have a bucket and
Yeah, just
drive home.
drip it in there. Jeez, that's rough. But
Man,
yeah,
that's got to be a lot of infection.
but yeah, they were supposed to be coming home tomorrow, but now they're not even out of the hospital yet. So I don't know.
Oh, they were staying extra days anyway. I forgot
yeah,
about that.
yeah, they're trying to. They did, and they really helped me out because that actually is next thing because I got that big weekend coming up. Nathan and I
I
have
don't want
to
to talk about that weekend.
Why?
because you were supposed to go or what?
That was my weekend.
Mm.
And why are you not
You got
going?
bumped because I needed him elsewhere.
I've been telling everybody and their sister about it for like the last 3 months.
But I needed you somewhere else, a different time. Needed Trevor during the show, the sports show.
He said, "Hey, I'm not gonna take you to the weekend we've been talking about doing together for the last couple of months, and I'm also not gonna have you at the show."
And I'm also going to send you during the show.
Yeah.
I
That was a good
know.
win for me. Like that was a lose-lose.
Yeah, that was
There was no win in this.
So are you going to the show?
No.
He's going to have to guide in Texas.
Ryan
with
and I are guiding during the show because none of you yahoos.
can or want to. Well, it wasn't.
I can't.
He's got other obligations, not with the family.
This
It's still
started
true.
before we had a booth at the show.
Things change.
I understand that, but I still try to gamble in both. I'm at the show, but I'm not in the booth.
So yeah, he has to go down with Ryan Guide that weekend.
Gotcha.
I'm going down.
You're going down for like 2
Wednesday,
weeks.
and I'll be down there. And I got guys coming in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Leave Sunday, and then another group comes in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They leave. The next group comes in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then I finish out work on Monday, come home Tuesday, get ready for the show Wednesday, be at the show on Thursday.
So we'll high five on the way.
Yeah. On passing.
Yeah, it was just-
Oh man, this is gonna be a rough few weeks.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then after the
there's
show,
worse
Cool
things you
stuff,
could
right?
do.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
all
for
cool
sure.
stuff. It's just, yeah, like I like a little bit of break in between some stuff, and
Dude,
there's
I will
not.
tell you, not crazy. I mean, it's first world problems, but we've been go around here for like the last probably 3 weeks solid of just filming and doing this and doing that. And
Yeah.
yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, we got because Justin came over and helped me peel the plasti dip. He used his dry ice blaster.
Dude, I pulled up to the driveway and I thought,
Was at their house?
Trevor got a new car.
No. So we did that for 2 days on top of everything else. Plus we did like a bunch of like crazy cardio dance things.
Yeah, remember that.
Mike and Trevor try things. And yesterday I went to bed at 6 o'clock.
Nice. Sounds exciting.
I just said, I'm done. Like
Your body
I'm
couldn't do it no more.
completely overstimulated. I've had too much going on. I don't want to do, I'm going upstairs and I'm going to bed. And I didn't like go to bed, but I went up there and
Just lay down.
I just laid there. Probably I laid there for like 3 hours till she came up without even a TV on. Just
Sit in
Just
silence.
sit in silence, quiet, staring at the ceiling.
Yeah.
zero thoughts. Nothing.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
Oh, so
nice
I can
that
only
goes well.
imagine what you're going to have to put up. I mean,
Yeah, that'd be all
when
right.
it's go like that and you don't have any downtime, you're like, by the time you get to that last piece of it, I don't know about you, but I get a little shorter on the fuse.
We'll see. I mean, if things are going well, it's easier to
Sure.
go with the flow and whatever. Hopefully, I don't have a bunch of crap happening and all that stuff. But what I was getting to was thank goodness for me that Josh and Abby did a whole bunch of work before he had to go to the doctor. So
Yeah,
he
because I'm sure the feeders.
they
were
got the feeders
almost
full, and then they filled up the water tank completely enough. They said they overflowed it and kind of made a mess. But that's completely full. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that they got done.
Because we haven't had water since we
Yeah,
were
it's
there.
been
during the
rain,
snow. We haven't had water since the snow.
It is supposed to rain the first 3 days I'm down there.
Better you than me.
Of course.
Yeah, it's gonna kind of suck.
We're gonna get snow here.
Shut up.
Yeah, like
No.
middle of the end of this week.
Really?
I saw rain. That's what I saw.
No.
But
There's a big spider. Look in the corner. The red light is glowing the spider.
what?
Check that out.
Don't say that in front of Scott.
Burn this freaking
whole
podcast to
studio's
the ground. That's it. Burn it. Where's the pistol? Shoot that sucker.
So I think it's supposed to start Thursday night and Friday
Yeah,
is
I see a snowflake.
the snow. And they're saying it might be like 6 to 10 inches
Oh my gosh,
here.
What?
Yeah.
that sounds horrible.
Well, no, it sounds great because
I mean, we need it.
for
sure,
that, but
we've had nothing.
yeah, we haven't had it.
I've not shoveled this year.
yeah,
It's,
And we're March.
was it last week? Well, 2 weeks ago. It snowed where I was at, but it got like a dusting. It was like
Yeah.
3/4 of an inch.
I have not shoveled this year.
Yeah.
0 times.
I'll be in Texas, so y'all can deal with it.
Yeah. Better us than you, huh?
Yeah, I'll be dealing with mud though. Freaking red dirt mud.
Because you're gonna have rain. That means muck boots for days.
Muddy mess.
Yeah, take the North Road.
Yeah.
I will.
We know Trevor will.
Sideways.
And I can't use the skid steer. Josh sent me a video. We apparently blew a bearing on the rear tire of the skid steer. So he's like, he sent me a picture of the back of the skid, and the tire's like this.
We as in who?
I don't know. I mean, who knows? This thing is pretty old, but so at
I
some
knew it.
point we have to
He
rip
said it
that
had
apart.
a flat.
There was a flat, and he got the flat fixed, and then
Yeah.
when he was walking by, he was like,
Huh.
"That's
Tire
at an
was
angle."
Sheesh.
So he took a picture of it, and then he jacked it up, and then you could like.
Oh.
Well, that's a bearing for sure.
So
That's,
anyway, so he
Right,
was
huh?
talking before his finger situation. He was talking about ripping it apart, and then Chuck was gonna go put bearings in it, and then I'd put it back together when I got there. But I don't know. It all got derailed with this
with his finger.
his pointer finger, his shooter finger.
Tell Nathan to bring his tools.
I'll put him right on there.
Yeah. He'll know
I don't
exactly
know.
where to start.
I don't know where to start on that. So, freaking that kid, he would have no idea where to start. He'd just start pulling things apart. Next thing you know, we'd have the bucket off and the seat out.
He better buy some good snacks and leave them there for when I get there.
Yeah, you want some good snacks?
Well, he took
Some
all of
sneaky
my good
snacks?
shit. He took my Sentinel weekend.
Oh,
and,
the good weekends. Okay.
And he was supposed to be the one that stayed up here or went down there when I was going to go to the show. You better leave me some snacks. You better tell him.
Yeah, I'll let him know. We'll see what happens. So
Could be a taekwondo fight while I'm there.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
It'll be fine. It'll
I'm
all
just
work
giving him-
out.
I am just giving him a hard time
For
because
sure.
it's fun.
It'll all work out. But yeah, it's gonna be busy in the next couple days.
Mostly I'm worried about Josh.
I know.
What a weird deal.
Dude, now my heart hurts for Josh.
Oh,
Poor buddy. Yeah. I'm all concerned.
and he's got the big trailer on, so he's like, "Mom, you're gonna have to drive the truck and trailer." It's just like,
Yeah, he's got like the
I can go straight.
I think
Pretty
he's
good.
got the 40-footer on. Like
What did he take that down there for?
He had to do some other work stuff on the way back. He had to stop into Kansas or something.
yeah, on the way back they were supposed he's got to pick
Oh,
up
they're
a load
doing
of something
they're doing
for cattle
cattle
stuff.
yard work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
always-
why he brought it down there was to. And he said
'Cause
he's
he was
like,
gonna
well,
loop
yeah, and he's gonna make a loop coming back and pick up some stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, that sucks.
It was interesting about that too. It's interesting perspective of distance.
Yeah.
So like I'll go the best example I have of the furthest direction of short distance is I was at a fishing tournament when I was a teenager in Oklahoma. And we went to the gas station. My dad said, "Hey, run in there," and said, ask the lady where there's a good place to go get dinner. So I went into this literally one horse town one horse town gas station. And I asked the lady, I said, "Hey, we're new here. Where's a good place to go?" And she goes, "Well, I think there's a restaurant like 6 miles down this direction." And I was like, "Oh," I said, "You new here?" She goes, "Oh no, I was born and raised here."
I think.
And I was like, "You not sure?" She goes, "Yeah, we live out back here." And she's like, we don't ever go that way. I'm like, it's 6 miles.
Dude, if you want something, I could tell you within 6 miles where you could get it.
It's 6
Right now.
miles. And it's on a one way. Like, so she must only go this way out of town.
Or she goes north, not
And
south.
she doesn't go this way out of town. And literally, it's 4 miles away. And they've lifted a giant pink Cadillac 30 feet in the air on an angle
That's a sign.
in front of their place
So you
as
would
their
be
sign.
able-
So it's not like it's like, oh, I think there might be a place. Like, it is a
There's
pink
a big
Cadillac,
pink Cadillac down the road.
4 miles away, and she had no idea. So that's the furthest spectrum I have of close, like not going anywhere, to where Josh's spectrum is.
Who's gonna run down?
He's
the road?
like, oh, I got to run into Nebraska. So I thought, I'll just run down to Texas and grab the skid steer when I have an empty trailer. I'm like, Nebraska to Texas is still, it's not that far. It's like 5-6 hours. I'm like,
no, it's not.
just to run down there and load up a skid and drive back. Like, he's like, well, no, maybe he said Kansas. I don't know. Either way,
Oh, I was gonna say.
his name was
I was like, there's a
Kansas.
whole state in between.
I think it was Kansas. But he's like, yeah, I'll just run down. He's like, don't worry about it. I'll just do it at home. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't mind trying to help that out and figure that out. And he's like, yeah, I'll just go down there and pick it up. I'm like, when are you going back down to the Texas ranch? He goes, well, I'm not, but I'm going to go to Kansas. So I was like, I'll just make a loop. I'm like, it's a 5-hour one-way loop. This is 10 hours.
It's a 10-hour loop.
That turned into 15 hours.
And he's like,
Because it's 5 hours back down, and it's still 10 hours home.
I know. Well,
So you have that end of the spectrum where she's like, I don't know what's 4 miles away. And he's like, it's 10 hours.
It's
that's
3
fine.
states away. It's okay.
I'll just stop by and pick it up.
I mean,
I was like, no, dude, don't do that. Like, that's ridiculous. Even if it is to help me, I'm like, no, don't do that.
Far.
I mean,
He doesn't even care.
Josh, to him, it doesn't. I mean, he's driving constantly. I mean, he's Nebraska, then he's in Kansas, then he's in Joe's, then he's in
I get
Texas,
that.
then he's here, and he's there. And I'm just like, I mean, to me, it's like we go to Texas so much that now, like, I mean, it's 10, 11 hours. Like, whatever. It is what it is. And to me, like, some places, like, it's not that far.
Yeah, but it's not like, hey, on your way back, could you just swing 5 hours over and grab this one? It'd be really handy if you grabbed that. No.
I know.
See, I would be like, dude, that's a ways out of the way. And Josh's like, yeah, it's fine. We can make a big loop and go all the way around and come back through. Oh, we'll cut all the way across here and then we'll come back. Well,
He'll be
you
like,
gotta go.
There's a really good restaurant. If you just go 2 hours past that.
That's what I told him he's in Denton. I was like, dude, do you know where you're like 100 miles away from Seth's? There's a place called Seth's in Lake Fork,
man.
and they do a blackened Cajun ribeye.
You love
with a
Cajun.
side of crayfish, and then you take the ribeye and you dip it in the crayfish sauce.
So good. I miss that place. Miss it.
They were actually considering it, and then Abby looked at the thing. And they were closed until Wednesday. And I was like, well, you might be there till Wednesday with your.
Well, I'm telling you, when we go for the family trip, we're driving.
It's 8-hour round trip.
No, 4 hours.
4
there,
hours.
4 hours back.
I'm good.
I don't care. It's so worth it.
I'll take a steak on the grill at the ranch. Just fine.
I thought about making crayfish.
Sprinkle some Tonys on it. And
oh yeah.
That's all. We're good. That's all I need.
It's good.
You're not going to make a steak that's 8 hours round trip better than that steak.
I mean, it's good on the
Good.
fire. But
They're both really good.
You're not making one that's 8 hours better.
And then she makes like this homemade bread pudding with like this freaking sauce on. Oh man, it's pretty good.
It's pretty amazing.
I just don't know if it's 8 hours good. There's been times where I thought it
we
was.
We can get a homemade apple pie ready when we get there.
We can have that too. Myrna will make us one.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
I'm not going 8 hours for
I like it. I like that. I like that apple pie for breakfast too.
Yeah.
It is good.
It's good. Well, if you guys haven't seen, we made our first big video. Other than we got our podcast going on, this is like our first 30-minute real video, and then obviously all the shorts that we've been posting, stuff like that. But we finally posted it yesterday. If you guys haven't checked it out, it is a snow goose decoy video, ins and outs, all that kind of stuff. It actually turned out really freaking well, and I was fretting about it for weeks. Mm-hmm. And finally got to see it all. Kay Miller produced it all, got it all situated. And it turned out, and it's freaking awesome, and it's already doing pretty well.
When she has an idea on it's
how to lay it out,
just get out of the way sometimes and let her do it.
Just move and let her do her thing.
She's good. She's good at what she does.
So that was fun. It was fun. It was a nice day out. We had a whole family out, putting decoys out, kind of learning. Some people like Trevor never done anything like that before, and kind of get to see that whole process. What do you think of that process?
I mean, I get it that it's work, but to me, we talked about it before. It's so fun to get to do stuff like that,
especially something different, right?
Yeah, when it was over, I was like, oh, I guess that's it for the day.
We could do it again.
It's just, to me, it was fun. Like we got out there, we had a good time.
Oh yeah.
I had fun the whole time, but when it was time to go home, I didn't even feel, I knew we'd worked pretty solid for 4 hours probably. But I think it was goofing with our buddies. It was so fun. And I learned so much just by being out there and getting to see it and understand why this goes this way and why we use this. And, just for future reference, it's so good to have a day where you can go out and just do it with no stress about
no pressure.
Hurry up, get it done because we got to get
birds are coming.
Yeah. It was just let's do it. Let's do it right. Let's get it all out here. If we don't like something, we can stop and move that and change that. And you redirected us a couple of times where you're like, I get it. I like it, but let's do, let's give it a little more. Let's give it a little. And it made sense. I think everybody that was there, even though Josh and Scott have done that with you before, I think even just some of the slowing it down and kind of going through it, everyone was like, oh, I get that now. Right. Oh, I see that now. Like the little pockets you were talking about, the tail comes like this, but it doesn't have to be a tail, the complete, just because some will land over there and some will land over there. And we don't think about it. And if we were in a hurry at 4 a.m., we're just going to get out there and
just
ramp them down.
You got to get it done, right?
Yeah. So having an entire day or half a day to go out there and just learn why, learn how. That way, if we go do it, if you ask for something, it's not like, can I have the right thing? And we're like, I don't know
what that is.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's cool to see that somebody that's never done it before, and especially with Jason, our whole lives we've waterfowl hunted, and it was every single weekend or during the week we were doing it. So seeing somebody that's never seen it and then to show them hey, this is what really goes into, it's not just get in a blind and put a couple decoys out and then shoot some birds. And it's, what was it, 100 dozen?
A little over. I kept saying 100 dozen, but when I did the original, like, when I said, oh, there's 75 here, 25 here, or whatever, I think it was like 130 dozen. But.
Okay. So 130 dozen decoys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah,
a lot
most
of
people
decoys.
would think that's crazy. And then there's obviously, there was even a comment today like, oh, man, that's child's play. I'm like, okay.
There's always got to be
Okay,
There's
dude.
that one guy.
Captain One-Upper's got
Yeah,
to
he
be out
puts
there.
3 dozen out.
And I'm not saying this is a lot. I'm just saying this is what we like to do on a daily. I'm not saying like this is the biggest decoy spread you'll ever see in your life.
Right.
No.
I'm not making like bold claims.
No,
like,
we could call in 3 other guys with trailer loads.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
And make it big. It was
We could
the
cover
whole
the pivot.
understanding behind the video was to say
How to
hey,
lay out.
this, if you're going to do it, this is probably a
What you need
really
to do.
good way to do it. Now,
kind of a baseline to go.
you're
off
going to
of, you know?
learn that you like it a little different, or you want to do it this
Sure.
way or that way. But
And everyone does.
if you watch what we do and kind of figure it out, and then adjust from
Tweak it, yeah.
there, then it's great. It's not.
For sure.
I mean,
And it was hard for me because I was trying to find things that I wanted to still target audience that never like they don't
Right.
even know what we're talking about.
sure.
And still have something interesting that they're like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. But then still have a guy that's grinding on a daily go, oh, actually I never really thought about that.
Right.
And to have enough information in there to accommodate all levels of guys.
Watching
What's
through
tough?
it, it's definitely something that even if you don't waterfowl, even if you don't hunt birds at all, just watching the mentality of how something like that would go together for the purpose of whatever
Right.
it is still pretty
Yeah, it's still
interesting.
cool.
interesting, right?
Yeah, it's cool to see. It's interesting to watch and
Yeah, how many
see
things?
how it goes. Because you look at a trailer and it's all in the trailer, and it's like, okay, well, we've got all these decoys. What's the best way? How do we do
Yeah.
it? And of course, obviously, wind plays a part in things and how the birds are doing it and what they're doing and how to lay it out. But it's cool to see a big.
Well, how
like,
many
detail
videos have you
of it.
watched on YouTube of somebody doing something that you're never going to do, but you just went,
Watch it anyway.
oh God, that's kind of
kinda
interesting.
cool.
I'm going to watch this.
All the time.
And then I'm 30 minutes into a video of
Yeah.
something that
Right.
I never even knew happened before.
Right.
I still have no intention of ever doing it, but I'm like,
that was
if
neat.
someone ever brought it up, I'd be like, oh,
If you go
I've
on
seen
YouTube,
that.
there's a guy that has a video.
It was fun. It was neat. It was
that's cool.
and I'm an information guy,
Oh,
right?
yes, you are.
And it's so I just want to pour and pour and pour, and then it was so overwhelming when I started making a
pour.
list. I was starting to make
then
a
pour
list
one more time.
Okay, but I didn't. I made like a 5-page list, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick 4 things out of this list. But man, like there's so many. Like, oh, I should have said this, or oh, I should have said that, and I'm like,
I was
nah.
actually worse about it than you. I was like, are you sure you got what you want? Go through your list one
through
more
your
time.
list.
If there's
I'm
something.
like, I want to get the 5-page list
Yeah,
out. I want to really
But,
go through the
seriously,
list.
he was like, no, I think, and I'm like, just look at it again, make sure.
Just go over
It was a
one more
lot
time.
to set up to not get everything
Yeah.
that I was planning on getting. So, but it was fun. And I have had 3 different guys, and even a guy from my group that I hunt with. He's like, I actually, he's like, I always do this part of the spread. I don't really deal with that part. He's like, I didn't even really know that that's what you were doing. He was
Makes
like-
And he
sense.
hunts-
He's like, yeah,
he hunts with
I
you.
hunt with him
Yeah.
3 days a week.
That's the thing.
And he's like,
If you're on a pit crew
yeah, he does
and you
his job. I
change
do my
front left
job.
tire,
That's
Yeah.
all you do.
the guy that peels the thing off the windshield has no idea how to change it.
He's like, oh, that's your
He's like,
job.
oh, he
I don't
knows how to
know.
do it.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he was like, yeah, dude, I never even thought about that. He's like, that's cool. And I was like, really, dude? We hunt 3 days a week.
We
Like-
do this
Yeah,
all the time.
But you probably say 6 words while you're setting the spread.
or none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I did one other guy that he hunts and guides and everything. And he's like, dude, I never knew that. Where about taking the sock and stick it in the back of the skinny decoy to make it elevated
Oh,
with
yeah,
taller
yeah,
socks.
yeah.
He's like, dude,
To
that's
raise it in
awesome. He's like, I've never even heard that before. And he guides for a
That's
living.
It's the cool. I know so much more than some of these guys that even
Yeah.
hunt.
I know. You're on the uppity up.
I'm just saying.
You got a leg up on them.
I'm like, oh, you guys are still doing that? Pfft.
So beyond. That's so last year.
Let me show you guys something. And they're like, did you bring a... No. I don't have a dog either.
Did you bring anything? No.
No, I'm just going to show you how to set this.
Call Jason.
Well, that actually brings up the next thing I really want to talk about is there really is levels of like, oh, how do I word it? There are people that enjoy the outdoors and there are killers.
Oh, hikers and killers.
Okay, I could go with that. They just like, I want to be outside, and it's just about, even if they're doing it hunting, I just, they're
Knock down 2 birds,
yeah,
great day.
If we see some birds, what a great day. We saw some birds fly right over in a perfect V, and man, it was just
They had nothing to do with our spirit.
majestic,
They looked and went, nope.
And then you have our group, and it's like specifically with snow geese, they're just monster killers. Like, if we're not killing 100 of these bastards a day,
If you're
like,
not,
it sucks.
It's
I
not
want to
worth
quit.
it.
Let's
if
go
it's
to
not
breakfast.
limit for every man you have out there, it's
It
not
needs
worth
to be, right?
Yeah.
It's so interesting, the spectrum. And there's a bunch of guys in the middle and all the above, but it's interesting. And this is with fishermen, it's with everything, right?
Sure.
Tactical shooting. I mean, there's all these
I
levels.
think it's more in hunting though.
And that's
Like
part of what I was
tactical
getting at.
shooters just want to we just want to shoot. I mean, you can't. There's not enough round. You can't stock enough rounds at the range for guys that want to tactical shoot.
Yeah.
Because you're going to burn them
Yeah.
all the way through. You're gonna, it's not like we go out and go, oh, I dumped half a mag out of my AR and I don't know, maybe a mag and a half out of my pistol.
But
People
there
are
are
like,
guys too that like,
did you just warm up?
they think shooting like, oh, I went to the range and shot, and they shot a box of shells.
That's not tactical shooting though.
Yeah. You're right. Well, but that is still the levels, though. You still have the
Sure.
guys
Yeah,
that
yeah.
enjoy shooting, all the way up to the guys that are like grinding and really doing tactical training shooting,
Yeah.
which would be the other end of that spectrum.
Well, look at how
right?
many when we go up and shoot. It's probably 1,000 rounds of AR.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, we could probably do 5,000 total between pistol, rifles, shotguns, all the above. We're shooting 5,000 rounds a day.
Yeah.
A lot.
And a lot of people won't shoot 5,000 rounds ever.
In a lifetime.
Yeah.
I've gone to
Of owning that
to
gun.
like the indoor range with guys
Yeah.
that bring a magazine.
Just
Right.
one?
And that's
Right.
what they're going to do.
For sure.
I choose not to hang out with those guys ever again.
And again, it's all fine. And even on the hunting side of it, I don't care. Like if all you want to do is sit out there and enjoy the nice air and the sunrise and see some birds,
Well, just
man,
go hiking.
more power to you. Well, what if they enjoy putting out the decoy spread like you thought was kind of cool?
But that is
I'll put it out once for nothing.
It was just one time.
I'll put it out once to learn what we're doing. If we put it out again, it's not going to be at noon.
it's not a learning curve. This is gonna kill stuff.
Now we're ready.
But there is times of like sitting in a tree stand.
Yeah.
On a cold day, and even if you saw like one doe that came through, and obviously, you don't have the, hey, come here, buck, like stand right there. I'm going to kill you. If you get there, I'm going to kill you. And nothing showed up. But if you see that one doe, I do have those moments where
For sure.
I didn't kill, but man, it was the smell of the wet leaves and the smell of it. And like the, just being in that atmosphere is like, oh, this is nice.
Right.
Like,
And I
this
think
is
you got to
enjoyable.
enjoy
That's
the
called hiking, Scott. People do it every day.
It's called taking your bow for a walk.
Yeah. I think there's moments across the board. And I'm not saying that, even when we're in this killer mentality, it's not that we're still not enjoying all
For
the
sure.
aspects of it.
Sure.
But it's like we're going out there with a purpose.
I'd love to see a beautiful sunrise right before I
murder a freaking bunch of birds. Well, it's funny. I was talking to buddy Robert, and he manages the Raining Skies, and he has to deal with all the members of the waterfowl club, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to him the other day, and I was like, it's always, because we were talking about when you first meet another hunter, there's always this measuring contest.
Always.
But it kind of needs to happen because you have to establish where each
They're
other
at,
are at.
sure.
So I got to know, like, hey, are you here? Are you here? Are you here? So I can like direct
Which
my
group
conversation.
are we going to play in together?
Am I going to talk dumb to you about it, or are we talking like high level,
like
pro
we're
level?
whatever,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm not saying that I'm even at the top. I'm sure there's somebody even higher. I'm not saying that. There always is someone bigger, badder, better.
yeah.
I'm not saying that, but. You're always in this measuring competition, but then you look like an absolute a-hole if the guy is the kind of guy that just enjoys the sunrise, and you're like, man, if I'm not killing 100 geese, I'm gonna go to breakfast, and he's like, dude, screw you.
You mean like this
What
year?
an
This
arrogant
month?
bastard, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So then you look like a jerk, you know. But you have to like put a little out there so people understand
You gotta
where
put some
you're
feelers
at.
out
But
there.
it's also a conversation you learn to have like down on the ranch. You learn to have a conversation with guys because a lot of guys will come down saying that they're hunters.
Oh, the Texas Ranch, okay.
yeah, at the Texas
Yeah,
ranch.
yeah.
They'll come down saying they're hunters.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
And if you take it at face value, you could put guys in situations that they just don't know what to do or how to.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you have to have these conversations, and you don't want to be like, tell me everything you know right now, so I know what's going on. You know, it doesn't work like that. But you've got to be able to have that kind of tactful conversation
Without being arrogant,
right? So you can't, so you go, oh, so you don't know shit. All right, come
without
here.
trying to one up. So it's hard to figure that out. But when I was talking to Robert about it, you know, I was like, man, you got to deal with everybody. So I don't have to deal with that many people, but
He knows
has to
when
deal
not
with.
to invite you.
Yeah, probably. He goes, yeah, this might not be a good fit. But he's like, you know, I got these guys down here that are just, you know, hey, Robert, you know, he's call me up and say, where do you think I should go to go take my son to go see a bird? And then you got, you know, ours.
The
and
zoo.
Yeah, I got the
the
killers on
park.
the other end. And he said, you know what? He said, the killers in the group, he said, are the most pain in the ass. He's like, they're the most,
Yeah.
because they're just, he said, they're like little children.
Let's go. Let's get it on the
it's
ground and
just
let's knock this down.
"Hey, this didn't freaking go the way I wanted it to go, and we didn't kill 100 birds, and and then someone went over here and jacked up our crap because that
You
screwed
said-
up our spread, and it's like all this.
You said there was
drama.
10,000 yesterday. We set this whole spread out, and I'm thinking that and there was nothing.
I only saw 5,000. That wasn't shit.
And the one guy that's not a killer in there's like, that's more birds than I've
like,
seen.
I've ever seen in my life.
There's 5,000 birds in Colorado. it's like we are the
once?
Millers. It's like you all are getting paid.
Yes.
It is just like that.
Yes.
And anyway, Robert was just like, oh my gosh, I have to talk to all these different people, and he has to kind of know and judge and like, okay, where are you at? So I don't talk, you know, not talking down, but you just have to use different language.
Yeah, you just
you know.
talk
So you just have to talk differently, not down, but different. And then you got these guys, and he's like, then I call up, you know, our crew of guys, and I'm like, just this, screw you, dude. Like, you know, figure your crap out. And then this guy, like, oh no, let me help you out, you know, and I'll find you a good place, and you should go here and whatever. It's interesting, the spectrum.
And you're like, now where'd you see those birds?
Where was this V flying in the horizon while you were watching the sunset? Which direction were they going?
grab the trailer, grab everything. Here's the X.
You kind of have to do that for Texas, though.
Oh, it is no
Well,
different.
You have to do it because you have to pick groups that are coming in and guides that will make them have a good experience.
Yeah.
Because there's groups you could send me and Scott down to.
Not very many, but yeah.
But if you send us down
Very
to some
select few.
right, but if you sent just the two of us down to some other groups, they'd be like, I don't think we're going to rebook.
Bunch of old guys that, you know, want to watch the sunset.
Yeah, those wild bastards just want to go chase it through the woods.
Yeah, like you have to figure out how that's going to work too. Because I mean, guarantee there's groups where you're like, man, so and so scheduled for that, but
Right.
we can't.
We got to change it.
We can't send them with them.
And it is. There's a seeing it over the years of different groups. I mean, there's groups that it's like, okay, hold your hand, come on. Like we're gonna go do this.
There's been groups I've had to sit in the blind with them.
Yeah.
Like they don't, you know, they didn't even know how to load an AR. Like There's plenty of that, and not that it's bad. But,
Yeah, not that it's a bad thing,
And I
but-
actually get along better with those type of people than I do with the people that think they know a whole bunch of crap. If the guy's like, "Hey, man, I don't know. You show me."
Right.
I
know
love
some
that guy.
stuff, but I'd rather.
I love that guy.
Yeah,
I'd rather you show me how you like to do it down here, because what I know doesn't matter if it doesn't work here.
And you're that way with stuff. I love that.
I like
yeah.
the
I'm a
group.
I don't know guy.
Yeah,
If
you're
I
like,
don't know, I'm
you
like-
show me what you do, and
Yeah.
we'll meet somewhere in the middle. You know.
I like the group of as soon as they get in there. So let's rope them, ride them, stab them, or shoot them. We're gonna do something, but let's have some fun.
Right.
He has to pick groups for me where he's like, Trevor only has this much time before he starts taking the piss out of people. Where he just starts going in on them, and if those guys don't have thick skin, I'm gonna get
Not
phone
gonna work.
calls.
No, I think we're all pretty good. We can adjust enough to get the job done or whatever. But there's for sure there's always a better fit. I know there was a couple groups that were like big drinkers, and I wasn't comfortable around that. So I'd send Josh down there, and he could just deal with it better. And not that they were being unsafe or not that they were whatever. It's just not my thing. And so Josh would go down and take care of those guys. You know?
It's nice to have Josh with me, because if they want to have a beer at the end, Josh would be like, "Sure, I'll have a beer with you," and I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna go put stuff away."
I got some stuff I gotta go take care of.
Yeah.
So it works out better that way, but
No, and it does. It's and there's obviously doing it for so long now, you can turn that level down with either of us, where it's like, hey, the excitement, like, hey, we're just here to just have fun and just kind of relax.
Can we barbecue too?
Yeah, and just like, and then there's the guys that do Mach 10 that just wild, and it's a lot.
it's a lot. And that actually
handful,
does fit that same spectrum that I was talking about. Being the killer crazies are a pain in the ass, because it's a lot. It's a lot. It's stressful. There's a lot going on.
Well, they're like,
trying
"Dude,
to keep people safe, like from getting bit by pigs and all kinds of crazy stuff. There's a lot. That old dude that just says, "Hey man, I just want to sit by the fence. If I see one, I'll shoot. If not, not a big deal." Man, easy to deal with.
Can we start the fire pit in the morning? I'm gonna
some
sit here for
steaks rolling.
most of the day. I may go out tonight, or I may just.
I've had plenty of groups like that. In fact, when I first got started, that was the hardest thing for me, was because I was always in that kill. Like this is a hog ranch. People are coming here to kill a hog.
Right.
And
Kill
that's
mode.
not
Don't start a
true.
fire. It's going to change things. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that.
That's true for a very small group of people.
It's us.
And most people are just like, "Hey man, I want to eat a steak, and then I want to have a beer when we're done, and I don't want to sit out all dang night because I want to just hang out and chat it up by the fire, So like, hey, let's go hunt an hour or two and then come pick us up." And I'm like, "What are we doing?" Like, "Well, let's stay in the blind, stay in the blind." He's like,
stay out there.
"No, dude, I'm hungry." He's like,
Could you imagine the six of us booking a trip on someone else's ranch? They'd be like, "We can't do it anymore." Guys, can you guys?
Well, when we went to, was it you, me, Dad? I think Steve came with us when we went down south,
yeah.
and
Can't remember the name of that place. Smith Ranch. I
Smith
think.
Ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Smith Ranch. And oh man, arrows were flying. I mean, shit was dying. It was every night we were like, "Yeah, we got one down here, one there, one there," and it was zero guns. Everything was with a bow.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I shot 24 arrows in a weekend.
2 days.
How many did you come home with?
Oh, we came home
Arrows.
with
Quite a few, but
I came home with a few arrows.
a few arrows. No, I don't. No arrows.
There was only a couple, maybe, but
Just the one that we shot through.
multiple times.
That's an interesting story. It's a little gruesome, but that's all right. We were out of arrows. We were driving and not quite out of arrows. We didn't have many arrows. We're driving around and I saw this little black hump of like little black like pig looking out in the field in this tall grass. Anyway, so I get out and I get a little closer and I'm like, dude, I think that's a pig. So I draw back. I think it's laying down. I'm assuming it's facing this way. And I let an arrow fly and all of a sudden the thing stands up and I shot him right in the butt cheek.
Oh,
right in the rump.
Like an antenna sticking out of his rump. And I was like, "Oh crap, he was facing the other way." And there was actually two of them like this. So anyway, he gets up and he's spinning circle. I'm like, "Oh crap." So
ouch, something
yeah,
bit
so
me.
now I'm like, "Oh geez." I just wounded something. I got to get out. So I'm just like, no arrows left. I'm like, shit. Because it was still a little far, and then he was running and doing crazy. So I take off running. Don't know what I'm doing. Scott's there with me. And so I'm like, Scott, you need to shoot him. I don't have any arrows. And so he's like, and he's like, I don't have any arrows. I'm like, shit. So we find an arrow on the ground. And the pig is whatever, and now he's like wanting to like fight. So I find this arrow and I knock the dirt off it, stick it in, and shoot this pig. It goes all the way through the pig and sticks in the dirt. And he just spins around and stands there. And I'm like, holy crap, this thing is not dying.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Like we didn't even I didn't miss him. I'm like, did I miss him? He's like, I saw the arrow come out the other side. So Scott's over here and I'm over here and the pig's in the middle. So I'm like, because we don't have any more arrows. I'm like, grab that arrow. So he reached over, grabbed this bloody arrow, and he like shakes it off, sticks it in his bow, and blood splatter down his arm through this pig, and the pig spins around again and just stands there, and it's kind of bleeding a little bit. And I'm like, holy crap! I'm like, well, I'm gonna shoot it again. So we just like dong 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 dong.
It's like ping pong with an arrow.
We shot the arrow. Or the pig how many times?
I think that arrow went through him at least 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, something like that.
And this is when we were first starting pigs, and we didn't really
know.
realize that everything was so much further forward.
Vitals.
So we were basically just putting holes through him and through his guts.
Yeah.
You just going behind the shoulder.
Yeah,
like
and we didn't know.
We just were not there yet. And I'm like, we'll shoot him again. We'll shoot him again. We'll shoot him again. And we just kept using this. It was a really good testament to the broadhead and the arrow because, dude, that thing lasted like 5 times.
Never do that.
It was a horrible form. But we felt like we were out of options and we didn't want to leave this wounded pig. And so at that point, the next step was pulling out a knife and trying to tackle him. Thank goodness we didn't have to get that far. Yeah. But it was pretty chaotic for a second.
It was ridiculous.
The fact that you found the arrow more than the second time.
Well, we were on either. It just like come right by you. So you're like,
as soon as it blow through, it'd be like, poof, and stick in the
slow
dirt.
down, so it wasn't like,
Flesh wound.
Yeah. And Josh went to the hospital with his finger.
Yeah.
We could have went with an arrow in our leg.
shooting at each other. You have to like jump
pig
up.
blood on it.
But we were in the moment.
We were in the moment.
You were in conservation.
Not a great moment, but we were in a moment. So that was pretty wild.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was fun.
Just think if we booked that group right now.
Yeah.
There's 2 guys shooting, you're like, whoa!
With ARs. Choo.
No. Ain't no way. You put a gun in someone's hand. A bow?
It'll kill you slowly.
Yeah. You put a gun in someone's hand. I'm like, no.
Well, the nice part is when we go anywhere as a group, we at least have like some air brakes with us.
When Jason's with us.
Yeah. That's
Oh
what
my
I'm saying.
gosh.
We at least have him where he'll be like,
pump the brakes
No.
here.
This
Come
actually is kind of this might even be a sore subject. This is almost pissing me off.
Oh?
I just had this conversation with Abby. I feel like we're the parents all the time.
that's your fault.
Because someone freaking needs to be is the problem.
Sorry about your bad luck.
Why do we have to be the parents about everything?
We didn't ask you.
Who, you and Abby?
Yes.
You guys chose that.
Well,
Y'all are grown ass
yeah.
adults.
Come with us.
And
it's
I'm like,
fun.
oh, make sure you do this and make sure you this and
Hey.
make sure you don't do that. And oh, you ought to be careful when you're going to do their pig poker. Like I'm like the voice of reason dad mode
Hey,
all the time.
You know what you should do?
Say F it and you guys figure it out.
No, you should come hang out with us. It's fucking fun.
No.
every time we go, you go.
Every time I go where?
Anywhere.
Anytime we go,
Come with us.
you come with.
No. Because I have more reason than that.
Here's the thing, Jay, is I'm 36 now, so
Going on 16.
yeah, and you've been raising me since I was knee
And
high.
why am I still doing it?
Because
Well,
you choose to.
that's just part of it. It's
That's
your
part
fault.
of it.
It's brotherly love.
No, obviously you didn't get it right the first time.
I'm still needing 36 more years of getting it right.
Dude, I'll be in a wheelchair and you'll still be doing, hey, make sure that you take care of.
Because Abby wants to be the fun one. She's like, why are we not the fun ones? I'm like, well, I already know I'm not really the fun one.
I mean, you could be.
There are moments.
There's a moment.
And I'm like, well, I said, the problem is someone needs to be the voice of reason. Otherwise, nothing would get done and everything would be haphazard.
We'll
do
the work.
Stuff, but forget this and then forget that. And we'll like we'll lock the gate, but we'll forget the window.
But the thing is,
that's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
But the thing is,
so I got to have this talk like, I'm pretty upset with you boys. You left the window open in my cabin, and now all this is like that's what like no. Oh, and I didn't call. I'm like, y'all grown ass men. You all should just feel bad. You left the freaking window open, and I don't want to say nothing about it.
I did feel bad.
I know.
He's still mad about it.
I know he is, and I still feel bad about it.
I think Josh fixed the last part of that, so I don't. It's not a big deal.
I wasn't even irritated.
Well,
I laughed.
You were irritated that you had to deal with me.
I laughed a lot, dude. I'm telling you, I laughed. I tried not to laugh because I knew how upset he was, and if I laughed, it was just going to make it worse.
So, and how it went for me was when he told me.
This is just one incident of like
3
1,000.
days later, after it had happened, as soon as he said, well, a window got left open, instantly, in a split of all of 10 seconds, my brain went, oh shit, you forgot the window open. It snowed. Everything froze. That broke. He's pissed. I know his blood was boiling. I know he was. And it was just like bing, 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 bing. And then it was like, at the very end of it, you fucked up.
Hey.
And I was like, oops.
How do you think it was being me?
Well,
you didn't have to do anything.
You're not his brother.
You didn't leave the window open.
No. But I was just trying to keep the bumpers in line.
I
was like, oh, it's not that bad. We'll just do this. Oh, it's not bad. We'll just
whatever.
And he was like,
you are not that way. You are not a bumpers. You're like, oh yeah, you know what else they did wrong?
No,
you know
I
what
did
else
not.
they did wrong? Let's go see what else they fucked up.
Not with that. I'm sure. No.
Let's stoke that fire.
Uh-huh.
He was gas. He was mad enough on that. I didn't need to touch.
I know.
I was like, the only thing I was doing, and I tried not to, was laughing. Truly. Because you did so well. He'd be like, and this, and I'd be like, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
It was like a thought of a kid all over again getting yanked around.
I didn't yell at you.
No, you didn't. And I told you I would have taken.
I know,
heat.
but you're a grown ass man. I don't need to be yelling at you anymore.
Understand.
But it just still makes me feel like the whole dad thing, and I'm like, I don't want to be the dad anymore.
All right. I did tell him he should call you right away.
Oh, I'm sure you
I
did.
know you did.
I did do
I'm
that.
sure.
You're like, oh, you should let him know.
I was like, oh, you should
I'm
call
gonna
him
let
right
him
now.
know.
Oh, call that son of a bitch. Rip him a new one.
10 o'clock at night.
I did say that. I was like, you should call him right now.
Oh, I'm
And
sure
there was
you
no
did.
way they could fix it either.
And he was like, I don't think I should. He's like, I'm pretty mad. And I was like, yeah, you should call him. So we called Abby.
And
she was
oddly
like-
enough, normally when it comes to the kids,
She was on my team. Call
yeah,
him
normally
now.
she's like, oh, they have a lot going on, and there's this, and this. Like she's normally the diffuser, the
Usually is.
the defensive against the kids type deal. And this time she's like,
Call him.
Well, that sucks. They need to know that they messed this up. And I was like, it's 10 o'clock at night, dude. It was like,
The fact that you were the voice of reason in your own
with her, I'm like,
because I'm going to spin it up.
Oh, I know you are.
And usually he would call Abby to bring him down.
yeah.
And he's the one, we're both like, yeah, fuck those dudes.
But
Trevor's in the back with a water bottle full of gas, like
Little
spraying in
spritzer
the
bottle.
fire. Yeah, it's just trying to get it bigger and bigger.
like lighter fluid on coal
Yeah.
wet coal that doesn't want to start.
He's just
Well, ultimately, I knew it wasn't that bad. Like, it was all fixable.
Everything
could've
is,
been way
everything
worse.
is fixable.
Right, but it could have been,
Anything's fixable.
well, no, I mean, like, we didn't have to cut into walls. We didn't have to do it. It was
sure.
all, like, surface fixable.
yeah.
So that's worth pissing him off for.
I mean, either way, I know that like I felt bad after he told me 3 days later, because then in my mind it was instantly like I messed up. Like, dang.
Yeah, you did.
It's over and done. We already talked about it last time. I don't even know how we got into it. Oh, be me being a dad. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Dad mode. Well, and then the other thing I have to be, because otherwise this whole podcast thing, you guys would have some random ass conversation about nothing. There's got to be some type of information going into this. So I have to dad mode Just random yakking about nothing.
Can't have them having that much fun. We gotta slow the fun
People
down.
want to
around
learn
here.
something.
We gotta slow the fun down. Let these boys have fun
I
all
come
the
in
time.
with my notes, at least have a direction of something.
I have a note. I'm gonna read it right now.
Oh, here, yeah. Oh, I thought for sure he was going to give me a middle finger note. Oh, no, one note for you right here.
Where is it? Yep, Jason's still no fucking fun.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
You know,
All I have is fun stuff. I am the facilitator of fun. I got the whole Texas ranch going in fun. That is all fun.
for sure.
For us,
Got everybody into shooting and killing birds and all learning how to do all this cool,
we all have fun.
stuff. So I am still the facilitator of the fun.
I'm not disagreeing that you
He
have
is. I guess I'm more looking
you
at
should
him.
enjoy the
Don't look
fun.
at me. I know that
I'm out of this conversation.
you raised me practically, so.
And it's been some fun.
All I can say
Oh,
is
absolutely.
I guess I'm getting defensive. I'm like, I have fun.
you should
I
enjoy the
have
fun
fun,
with
damn
us.
it. I do. In some situations. As long as I'm not going to get a freaking tusk in my butt from a 200-pound pig. Did you see that video that Josh
Yeah.
was like, here you guys go. Here's pig pokers. Video of a big old gnarly bat. He was like whipping dogs and like whipping everybody's ass. It was like,
This
eeks.
is gonna be easy money.
That thing is rough.
Easy money.
Yeah. Anyway,
If there were odds, what would the odds be right now?
odds of what?
I've got to be less than 1-1.
Oh, that you'll win?
Yeah, I've got to be less than 1-1.
I don't know. I think in the moment, I think the competitiveness of everybody is going to come out a little bit more. It's going to push people to do things that they probably know they shouldn't, or be in a situation.
I don't even know that I should.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I don't even care that I shouldn't.
Okay, we're gonna see.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
Josh is probably the highest odds. I would say is there 5 of us that are going to play?
5 or 6, I think.
Josh would have to be 5-1,
I don't know. He gets pretty competitive.
but he's the most responsible of the
Yeah.
knuckleheads.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Nathan going to play?
Yep. He said he's in.
Okay, Nathan's probably 5-1
I don't
or
know.
6-1.
I don't know. He wants to prove. He wants to prove
Josh,
things.
I was gonna
Josh
say
would be Josh would be 5-1. Nathan's 6-1. Josh is 5-1.
Ryan's in.
Ryan,
I don't know. I saw Ryan whenever that pig whipped around on him. He freaking jumped. I mean, I can't.
Bailed on the trailer.
Yeah, he jumped a 4-foot vertical on top of a trailer when that pig turned around towards him, and he was like, "Oh, jeez!" Like his eyes were about that big.
I would say your worst bets to make money if you're betting is Scott and I.
We'll see.
Mostly because we're the dumbest.
I said if I'm getting in there like I'm doing it, I want to win some money. So
You don't know until you know.
I'll handcuff myself to you.
I don't want to be attached to you, Trevor.
You don't know until you know. Actually, speaking with you don't know until you know, I actually thought I was a better shot than I actually am. I actually thought,
That makes 2 of us.
well, a friend of mine, he's like, "Hey man, I'm having some issues with my scope today." And he's like, "I got this brand new rifle." And he's like, "I don't know." He's like, it's not shooting well for me. Can you shoot it and see what you think?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can show you what's go." Put that gun out there, and it is a really expensive high-end Seekin or something like that with a
rifle.
Leica scope. I mean, it's the deal. As soon as I grabbed it, I was like, "Holy smokes!"
Maybe it's too nice to be shot
So I was
well.
like, "Woo!" I'm
We're
like,
really good at shooting like mid-range
So-
shit.
there's no one around, so I was like, "Ooh, man!" Like everything's all calm,
No pressure,
no
no
pressure.
one
And I'm
watching.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot some quarters." Like, man, this is gonna be. Got the bench out, got the whole sled out, and I hunkered down and looked through that really nice glass, and I was like, "Whoo, this is gonna be awesome!" Cow, and I'm like,
Was it zeroed?
"Oh shit!" I'm like, "Okay, it's not zeroed." I'm like, "But okay, well, that went further than I thought, but I'll be able to stack them in there. So I get down in there, and actually, oddly enough, the trigger was so freaking crisp. It actually scared me. Like it went off before I was quite ready.
I like those.
And I was like, whoo, that's freaking awesome. But anyway, the next shot, it was like yay far. And I was like, that's 100 yards. Like I should be putting them
on top of each other.
Yeah, I should be like touching with this fancy
through an optic,
this thing. And I'm like,
at 100 yards, it's open sights.
Like, what am I doing here? So anyway, I'm like, I started getting like, I'm like, dude, you're kind of sucking this up a little bit. So I'm like, well, I need to get the feel of the gun, right? I'm like, whatever. So a few more and a few more and a few more. And I had some good ones, and I had some that I was like, that's not very good. And then I finally thought, I was like okay.
Inside a softball or?
Oh yeah. So I think my 100-yard groups were in a quarter.
Which is
pretty damn good.
Okay, but with this is like the whole thing's like a $4,000 setup. I mean,
inside a quarter, things are dying.
Oh yeah, for sure. From a hunting point of view, for sure. And I'm not saying that. I just thought I had this $4,000.
You should have been punching the same hole.
Yeah, it's like I see all these pictures of like guys when they post their groups. You're like, oh, here's my 300-yard group, and they're like, and you're like, oh, I got me one of those cool guns. Now I can do that. Apparently not the case. So I shot 200 yards because he's like, well, dude, he said, I was noticing a big difference from 100 to 200. I'm like, well.
Which is weird.
Well, not in the gun. The problem is it's just shooters, myself included. Mm-hmm. So then I shot at 200, and they were in a golf ball. About a golf ball. And I was like, it's still not that great. I'm like, this is a pretty great setup. And now I'm like, now I know the trigger and all this. And anyway, it was just like, I sat there for a minute. I'm like looking down there, and I went and got the board, and I'm looking at the board, and I'm like, maybe you're not as good a shooter as you think you are.
Well, we talk about it all the time, though. It's one of the most perishable skills.
Yeah.
And we have not been.
No, I haven't sat behind a rifle
It's
really.
been shotguns for how long?
And the last rifles have been thermals, and for thermals, I mean, it's really tough. I mean, if you're getting it on at 100 yards, you're putting it on a 2x2 or whatever. Boy, you better leave it alone. I think from what my experience is, but with this, I just thought, man, I just have all this fancy shit.
It was probably late fall. Was the last time we were actually consistently with rifles.
But the other thing too, also is like, I mean, at 200 yards for a golf ball,
like a 2-inch group, I guess, or inch and a half inch group.
Yeah, I mean, and at that,
it's not sniper. It's still a nice group,
dude. There's a lot of people that can't do that at 200 yards, and you got to think too, like maybe some of the rounds you had a little bit of a flyer, and the rounds aren't precise. They're not.
What rounds were they?
Yeah. They were Hornady rounds or whatever LDXs or.
So I mean,
whatever. I mean, so they're a higher quality one, but
sure, but it's not. They're not
hand loads.
They're not. None of that. So it could be the rounds that are a little off, and
I'll use that excuse
within a golf ball. Though
I'll give it to you. Dude, a golf ball at 200 yards
on a gun that you just sat down with that day.
Never shot before.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just. It kind of a little reality check. I was like, dang, dude, like, it's just not as, I don't know. I just had this different expectation, walked in there. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to send him pictures like, oh, look how good this gun shoots,
Yeah, but we've also seen
I was like, oh,
we've also seen you put it down at 600 yards.
Yeah, I had a big metal gong, but.
Yeah, but at 600 yards is, you're still, that's 6 football fields away.
For sure. It just was, I don't know. It was interesting for myself to like sit there and like evaluate myself and be like, huh.
And if you shot that gun 20 rounds a day for the next 5 days.
And you could dial it in precise, then sure you could get a little bit tighter.
And I didn't even care where the bullets were hitting. Like they could hit wherever. At that point, I wasn't really like trying to dial it into hitting bullseyes. I just wanted to group solid.
Right.
So I don't care where they were going. So there's no dialing. I just dial myself in because I just wasn't shooting.
If you shot 20 rounds a day for the next 5 days, you would be inside of a quarter.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
So, I mean.
And I'm curious to know like what it would be if it was different loads, or I don't know. And that's where I don't know, and I would love to know. I'd love to sit down with somebody that was really, really good at this.
Sure.
And then have them get behind the same thing and be like, what can you do with it?
But it's
just so you have a comparison. Not that I have to beat you. I just more like,
I want to know why.
I want to know what this is capable of, and where am I? Because I thought I was not here, but I was like here on the level. And then I put myself here today. I was like, no, dude.
I've seen it was rough stuff.
We've watched a lot of guys shoot.
Yeah,
it's not. They're not getting anywhere near that.
It's back to you don't know until you know.
Sure, but it's not. It's also, look at it, like we're all pretty decent with a pistol. But if I give you my pistol, or Scott and I trade pistols and shoot, I mean, we're still better than a lot of guys, but it's not the same.
No, it's not shooting your own gun.
Yeah, and you get comfortable with something and all that stuff, and it makes a difference for sure. So there's little things to this.
If I hand Scott my little SIG, he's like, this feels.
I'm gonna hold it different.
It feels weird.
Even rifles before, I've shot in, your stuff, or shooting something else, and it's like, oh, and you got to kind of like dial yourself in. I'm like, I'm pretty close. Like that's close enough. That'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Versus at 200 yards in a golf ball. I mean, that's pretty dang good for that.
I was, I thought and I know AR triggers are different than bolt action triggers. For sure. But I buy Geisley triggers in all my ARs, and they're like, I think, probably one of the best.
Most consistent.
And, I thought I had a pretty good idea of what a good trigger felt like. And I laid down on that thing and just set my finger, and a sucker went off. And I was like, holy smokes.
There's no gather in it.
I even re-racked it, and I just dry fired it and I watched it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that thing is. I mean, it was, there was no slack.
I bet I would shoot terrible.
The first shot scared me.
I like to feel a trigger.
Yeah, I want to put my finger on it.
I want to know how much I have
of it, and just slowly start to really feel it.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
This was, you could probably go and probably make it go.
Dude,
too light.
You could hit it with a straw and it will 100% go. That's not an exaggeration.
Dude, I would have shot everything down that way. Yeah, it would have been nowhere near. Just because I like a
feeling.
I like a lot of gather. I really like to pull it out.
Yeah, a little travel. And that's why I like 2-stage triggers as well, because I can kind of take the anxiety out of it and take that travel out, get your pressure on there, and then just let her go. And this was and another thing I thought was really awesomely aggravating. The Leica scope. This was a really, really great glass. I mean, you would know better than I do. Yeah. You sold all the high-end stuff. That Leica's, is it fairly high?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was like Swarovski, and everybody will have their
version of it.
Yeah, but
the
it was
high ends are all
the high end Swarovski, Night Force, Leica, Zeiss. Those are like the big.
Okay. If you have one of those, you have one of those.
Yeah, it's the big end stuff.
Right. So with that being said,
I have a Tasco.
I'm looking down there at 200 yards, and I'm already kind of frustrated with myself, and I'm like, okay, and I'm really dialing in, and no joke, with that glass and how clear it was, I could see that crosshair pump with my heart. Mm-hmm. It was like boom, 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 boom. I'm like,
that's why you get it.
Holy
shit. They talk about
Yeah.
slowing the breathing down on the exhale.
And I was
all those things matter
all
when it comes like that. No, I'm saying
yeah.
It really matters when it's that fine.
Yeah, and the glass was so good that I could see it.
Yeah.
And I've not really seen that before, shooting through AR scopes and definitely not through thermal, but I was sitting on that and I was like, okay, I can really get into this thing, and boom. Boom. I'm like, oh my gosh. My heart beats an inch at a time. Yeah. It's like, boom, boom, boom.
So if you stop breathing, you would be centered.
So it's like, get ready.
It's going to go anyway.
So then I'm like, okay, it's kind of like when my heart pumps, it kind of goes a little high and left. I'm like, should I aim a little low and right? And then just time the pump. I'm like, this is getting too crazy. But anyway,
a lot.
Well, you know me. I'm out there by myself, and I'm trying to think about all this crap, and I don't know. It was interesting. It was a really, really nice, had a twisted barrel, and it was, had like a flash muzzle brake on the front. And I mean, it was in a 6.5 PRC.
Oh, 6.5 PRC.
It was neat. I mean, it was a ton of powder and a big old, it was a neat round. I've not messed with that round before. And there was like no kick, and that trigger was, it was a really, really nice setup. So yeah.
Was it a steel barrel?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But it was still pretty dang light. And I think like the stock was actually a lot like the one I just put on my 300 Win, and had that same type of grip on it, stuff like that. Anyway.
Seekins rifles are cool. I mean,
it was nice.
They're like, they're all up there with like, I look at it as like Seekins, Gunworks, all those guys. Like they make some pretty badass rifles.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying. He's like, well, I want to do like some, like a little bit more precision shooting kind of thing. And I was like, well, I think it'll do it.
You know what precision is for me? It's like 8.5 by 11.
Making it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
as long as it goes dong.
That steel plate that's this big, as long as I put it up there and it goes bing, it's precision for me.
With my hog rifle, I'm that way. With my thermal, I'm like bum bum bum, bing 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 bing. Okay, it's good enough. As long as it has to hit a pig, yay big by yay big.
Solid.
Yeah, I'm never going to be in the movies where they shoot the trigger finger off the guy before you shoot. No.
I'll shoot your arm off, maybe, but
we need to find someone. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what Jam can do, but get his what does he call it when he has all of his info? He has a word for it. All of this.
Oh yeah, he really.
Yeah, he gets.
He's like you.
Yeah, he gets nerded out into that stuff. Maybe we need to have him out and like see where he's at. Just shoot and
buddy Max, does all that precision competition shooting and all that stuff. Him and Matt do it a lot, and they do it constantly, and they're big on that stuff, of that whole precision shooting and competition.
Yeah, it's another whole level of stuff for sure.
Yeah,
those are guys that I don't want to hang out with most of the time.
That's past my realm of
as
what I
if we need more crap to try to work on.
Dude, if it's a running pig with a thermal, we're good. Count me in. Other than that,
yeah.
I know what center mass looks like.
Yeah, put a hole in him somewhere.
Yeah, punch him.
And put a few more holes in him.
Well, anyway, I think we're probably good.
Is that the end of your list?
Yeah, that's all I really needed to talk talk about today. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple other things, but they're probably too broad, too big.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm done. I'm ready to go eat.
They're too big for our brains.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you next time.